Welcome back, people. The group in Mali that actually tried to reach out to the government to negotiate a peace deal is now on the run. According to credible information, they are now running towards the Algerian border. Why are they running towards the Algerian border? We heard that their members actually heard that they were trying to negotiate with the Malian government to just hang up the glove. They don't want to fight no more. The cost of being a mujahid is not always easy. You got to be under the grass, you have to be on the trees, you have to sleep all night outside. It's not always easy because any moment can, be the last. Because most especially when you look at the cost of being a mujahid, like it could be the Bayraktar drone, it could be anything coming, in a very stealthy fashion, and to launch a preemptive decapitation assault. So they don't want to be on the receiving end of this. So according to information we are hearing, given, the conditions that they are facing right now, they want to negotiate. But their group is saying, the people that still choose to get liberated, that still want to earn the right to get their 72 virgins, as it is, they said that it is against the principles of being a mujahideen, that you have to continue to fight to the very end. You see, it's not easy on the enemy side, not at all. It's not easy at all. Nobody wants to go. Everybody wants to make heaven, but nobody really will voluntarily tell you, oh, I'm ready to go. So it's now a difficult situation. I don't know if the Malian authorities are going to go get them. I don't know if a special, anti-insurgent squad is going to go rescue them. But that is what we have for now. We will keep you in the loop, just as the information unfolds. We will keep you updated if anything happens. But why are they running towards the Algerian border? So we will see how it goes. So another information we do have is yesterday, the spokesperson Bani something is the spokesperson of the JNIM. He actually came out and he said something. He said that for there to be peace in Mali, according to what he said the Malian regime has to adopt the Islamic Sharia rule. That the reason why they want the Islamic Sharia law to prevail in Mali is because it's in the Islamic Sharia law operates in fairness to all, that there is no corruption under Sharia, nothing like that. That they want Sharia, that's what they want. That the moment the Malian government adopts the Islamic Sharia law, that there's going to be peace. They will drop their weapon and the war ends immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about that statement? It was in 2 episodes, but everything was still revolving around the Islamic Sharia law. And they also said that they are not fighting against the Dogon, Ontas clan. He said the people that they are fighting are the people that pretend to fight against them, that hide under the canopy of the Dogon Onta militia. So that is the information they have. But the bone of contention for them, they said the only reason why they're fighting is because they want Islamic Sharia law to be adopted in Mali. We know this is just excuse. They sort of know that the Malian government is not gonna give in to all this. Now, this is where the difference between a military regime and a civilian government, this is where it comes in. The military don't know how to back down. When it comes to defending their sovereignty, there is no retreat, no surrender. But if it was a civilian, you already know what's going to happen. The civilians don't have the cojones to stand a prolonged pressure. But we will see. That is why they've actually been going after, because they know the military and the government is not going to give an inch. They continue to pound them all over the place. So that is why they're not going after the civilian infrastructure, to sort of cause a sort of uprising. And it's only if the Malian people can understand, if they are smart enough to understand what is going on and who is really imposing this. It's not just the element that you see, it's the funders of this element that are actually imposing this. So my own take on the whole thing is this: I don't think whatever is going on is something that cannot be withstood. You know, what I believe is during the COVID-19, I actually learned that I could withstand anything on this planet. You know, we stood for days. We were there for days without anything. Electricity. There are even days where you can't go to the market. You can't afford something. So everybody had to live under some of the strictest rule. You know, look at what is going on in Russia, Ukraine. You can't tell me that people are living the way they used to live. There is blackout in Kiev. You know, these are people that have not experienced some type of situations and condition before, but now they are adapting to it because they know that's the reality. So it's so funny how some group of people that say they want sovereignty, your freedom won't come at for free. Nobody's going to hand it over you. You fight to get it. So this is a fight. And the good side of it is that you are overcoming and you are on your way to victory. Now, you know, the funny thing is, just, you know, the more the pressure, the more you are getting closer to the final step. But most especially when you are seeing the day-to-day result. And that's why we keep bringing you updates. Okay? But your mettle will be tested. And these are some of the things, you know, these are some of the methodologies through which, you know, the metals can be tested. But we are going to see. We're going to see how it goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about that? Now, thirdly, here's the last information for now that we have. In Gao region in Mali, the commander of the Eastern Theater of Operation, Dugo Koloko, issued an ultimatum to illegal miners at the Intahaka gold mine, ordering them to leave the site immediately. He reiterated that the site has been officially allocated in CM to Sorem. Sorem is a Malian national, you know, authority that is in charge of mining. So when I saw the video of those that were doing illegal mining in that site, I kind of felt like, man, you know, it's going to be a long fight. If, you see, if the Malian government was just going against some set of mujahideen, it's going to be so easy. It's going to be easy work 7 times a week and twice on Sunday. But the problem is, where do you want the loyalty of somebody who is involved in illegal mining? Where do you think his loyalty is going to be? The way they make their bread and butter, the way they make their source of income, their livelihood is through illegal mining. Where do you think their, you know, their solidarity, where do you think their, you know, loyalty is going to be? It's going to be with anything that does not obey the rule of law. So, you know, like I said, there are enemies without and there are enemies within. And these are the people that the Malian government continue to. Okay, imagine now that the convoy of the Malian armed forces is coming to liberate that mine. You're going to have those people who are going to be giving information to this mujahideen. So we have to understand the principles of all this whole thing. And for the good people of Mali, because, you know, you can't have 100% bad out there. So for the good people of Mali, we want to say, we are with you, we love you, and we'll keep supporting you to the very end of it. We are going to overcome. You have to believe. You have to. So if some bunch of mujahideen that continue to get liberated every day, even if they continue to get liberated in hundreds, can believe that something is going to come out of their battle, right? Even if the reality is different. What more of you that you continue to live? You live in your home, you have no fear, but just because you lack electricity for a few days, man, I believe everybody should do better and everybody should understand who they are going against. Your problem is not Assimi Goita. Your problem is those that are interested. It's about interest. It's about interest, because the more factory you create in your country, the less factory they have in their country. The more your economy rise, the more their economy fall, because they lived on your blood, sweat, and tears, on your resources for a long time. Get the game. Don't fall for the propaganda. Don't fall for the narrative. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy 7200 signing out enough said. But before I go, I just said I should bring this information to you as early as it is. It's going to be a long day, and I'll continue to bring you information as it unfolds. Thank you, and God bless you.